Alright, let's talk about Sam Hickey because this guy isn't just another up-and-coming boxer. He's a walking, talking paradox. Part gritty fighter, part carnival royalty. Wait, what? Yeah, you heard that right. His family's deep in the showman business, the traveling fairs, the rides, the whole vibe. And here's the twist. That background might be the secret sauce making him stand out in a sport that's starving for personalities. Let me explain why this matters more than you'd think. So, Hickey's family runs with the Showman's Guild, right? That's not just a quirky detail. Think about it. Growing up in that world, surrounded by spectacle, hustle, and the art of drawing a crowd, that's foundational. In an era where so many athletes are polished by PR teams, Hickey's raw, almost folkloric connection to entertainment feels authentic. It's not manufactured. And in boxing, where drama sells tickets, that's gold. Personally, I think this is why his knockout of Todd Tompkins felt like a moment, not just a fight highlight, but a statement. The guy doesn't just throw punches. He throws scenes. Now, let's dissect the Olympic snub. His weight class got axed after the Commonwealth Games win. On paper, that's a career roadblock. But what if it's the opposite? Look at the timing. Amateurs lose funding, sure, but going pro early might have forced him to develop faster. Most prospects spend years grinding low-level fights. Hickey? He's already 5 fights in, with knockout power that makes people lean forward in their seats. What many overlook here is how that Olympic void forced him to pivot, to bet on himself in a way that's rare for 20-year-olds. In my opinion, that's the kind of adversity that builds champions, not just fighters. And then there's the Dick McTaggart connection. Growing up in Dundee, training where one of Britain's greatest amateurs lurked ringside, that's like having a boxing Yoda whispering in your ear. But here's the kicker. McTaggart never turned pro. Hickey knows this. He's aware he's walking a path the legend didn't take. That's gotta mess with your head, right? One guy stayed amateur, the others chasing titles. What this really suggests is that Hickey's ambition isn't just about belts, it's about legacy. He's trying to rewrite the script for Scottish boxing after Josh Taylor's era. And honestly, Scotland's been hungry for that. The last thing they need is another hopeful. They want a star. Let's talk about Saturday's fight against Brad Axe. On paper, Axe is a stiff test, a firefighter with amateur pedigree and nothing to lose. But here's the angle nobody's hitting. Axe represents the everyman challenge. This guy's got grit, but Hickey's got pedigree. The fight's a crossroads, when impressively, and Hickey's name starts trending in the 160 pounds conversation. Stumble? Suddenly the showman label sticks as a gimmick, not a strength. What makes this fascinating is how Hickey's handling the pressure. He's not just saying he'll win, he's talking about breaking him down. That's not bravado, it's calculation. And that's the difference between a prospect and a contender. But let's zoom out. Why does any of this matter beyond the ring? Because Hickey's story mirrors a bigger shift in combat sports. We're seeing it in MMA, too. Fans crave characters who feel real. The carnival roots, the Dundee grit, the McTaggart legacy. It's all narrative rocket fuel. In a world where athletes are often cautious and media-trained, Hickey's unapologetic showmanship feels like a breath of fresh air. And if he keeps knocking guys out like Tompkins, he won't just be Scotland's next big thing, he'll be boxing's answer to a Netflix protagonist. So here's my closing thought. Is Hickey the first of a new breed where the spectacle isn't a side dish, but the main course? Drop your takes in the comments, because this isn't just about boxing anymore. It's about how we consume heroes in 2024.